So, what is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with my Pendulum Magician deck profile for the post Extreme Forces. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Before I get started with this video, let me be completely honest and transparent with you guys. I actually never play tested Pendulum Magicians ever before in my entire life. Ever since the release of Electrumite, I was like, you know what, I have to give Pendulum Magicians a chance. I have to try out this deck. And ever since I read Electrumite's effect, I was like, WTF, this card is the most broken link monsters that Pendulum will ever receive. And this card is absolutely insane. You guys, Pendulum is already broken. Like, you know, like the deck is already very, very powerful, very consistent. Consistency with, you know, Joker and also Wisdom Eye Magician. But with this card right here, the deck has literally gone from 100 to 200 real quick. Card is absolutely amazing. Has multiple effects, you know, very versatile in the deck, helps you draw, helps you pop your scales to trigger off effects, which is absolutely insane. So shout out to all my friends that actually helped me playtest this deck. You know, me and Hengo have actually been playing this deck for quite some time, playtesting this deck, and I feel like this, you know, this looks actually very good to showcase you guys. And definitely, as the format progresses, we'll be showcasing you guys some changes and things like that. But so far with the deck list I'm about to showcase you guys, I believe that is actually a very solid list for the current metagame so far. And of course, shout out to my boy Gabe for actually helping me with this deck as well, because he actually gave me some tips to actually build a proper Pendulum Magician deck while I was playtesting. So you guys all know Gabe. And Gabe, guys, he's going to be coming back on the channel very soon. He has a deck profile coming up for you guys, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. By the way, guys, if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys check out my Patreon page in the description box below. That'll be absolutely amazing, guys. You guys can help support the channel and at the same time get amazing rewards as well. So if you guys have a chance, make sure you guys take a look at my Patreon page. And also, there's other ways you guys can help support the channel. Make sure you guys get your Blue Eyes and Sage playmat today. I do free shipping to Canada, USA, international shipping may cost extra. So if you guys are interested in helping support the channel, make sure you guys visit my Facebook page in the description box below to get your Sage and Blue Eyes playmat today. I'm just very glad that I actually got my hands on Electrumite. This card is very expensive. You guys don't know that it's only second day of sneak peek. Start with the monster real quick for the standard and play a triple promo power Skull Corbat Joker. This card is absolutely amazing. You guys all know that it's one of the best starter cards in the deck, and literally gets you access to cards like Wisdom Eye Magician. Basically, you get access to all your Magician monsters directly from your deck to your hand, which is very, very good. So triple Skull Corbat Joker. Next off, triple Wisdom Eye Magician. Very standard to actually play in the deck. You guys all know that Wisdom Eye in scale with another Magician monster. You can pop Wisdom Eye to basically complete your scale, which is absolutely amazing. And you guys can also place cards like Oath Dragon. Oath Dragon can actually add back the Wisdom Eye directly from your extra deck to your hand, or any other Magician monster from your extra deck to your hand. I believe this card is one of the best cards in Magicians, hands down, is triple Harmonizing Magician. Once this card is Pendulum summoned from your hand, you basically get a special Magician Pendulum monster from your deck in defensive position, which is really good. So you guys can actually access the cards like Oath Dragon directly from the deck, and especially in this current build, you're incorporating Norito. So Harmonizing, once it's Pendulum summoned from your hand, you get a 2-0 any Magician monster directly from the deck, which is very amazing. And in this case right here, for this specific build, you're playing cards like Chronograph, so you can actually bring out cards like Oath Dragon from your deck, which is level 6, and overlay level 6 with cards like Chronograph to actually help you make a first turn Norito, which is absolutely phenomenal. Next off, very standard, triple double Iris Magician. Once this card is destroyed, you basically get to add any Pendulum Graph spell trap card directly from the deck to your hand. Next off, you're going to play a triple Purple Poison Magician. Card is really amazing as well. If this card is destroyed, you basically get to target one face-up card your opponent controls and destroyed. So this card is one of the best cards that actually out cards the anti-spell fragrance. So if your opponent flips an anti-spell, summon Purple Poison Magician, crash into a monster, activate Purple Poison, pop the anti-spell fragrance, and that's how you can get rid of Problematic Floodgates. And its in-scale attack boost effect is just really good as well, so that way that your Dark Spellcaster monsters can actually help trample or Problematic monster on the board. And once it pops itself, it basically gets to destroy a face-up card in the field, which is very powerful. So triple Purple Poison Magician. Next off, you're going to play, of course, double Oath Dragon. I feel like it's actually necessary to actually play this card at 2 in this specific version. Not only does Oath Dragon get to add back cards from your extra deck to your hand, whether or not it will be cards like Wisdom Eye, cards like Double Iris, or cards like the Purple Poison Magician. It's Pendulum Summon, you basically get to add a Magician monster directly from graveyard back into your hand, so you can just recycle back Magicians that are in the graveyard, which is really amazing. So double Oath Dragon Magician. And last but not least, I like to play the one Black Fang Magician. Next off, guys, the reason why this deck is actually broken is because of Astrograph Sorcerer. This card is absolutely insane. I don't know why this card is still at 3. Probably with the release of Electrumite, with the next upcoming ban list. Well, not this upcoming ban list, but you know, the ban list in the future. I believe that Astrograph Sorcerer can actually have the potential to actually be banned or even get hit to 1 of how powerful this card is. Upon destruction of anything, upon resolution, you basically get a special from this card from your hand and basically add back any card from your deck into your hand that was destroyed this turn. So basically, if you destroyed Wisdom Eye Magician, so you activate Wisdom Eye Magician's effect to pop itself to replace a scale. Upon resolution, activate Astrograph Sorcerer, special summon Astrograph Sorcerer, search another Wisdom Eye directly from the deck to your hand. It's a level 7, which helps you get access to rank 7 XYZs like Absolute Dragon, and Absolute Dragon helps you get access to Vortex Dragon, which is really, really good. And there's also a 2500 body on the board as well. The really dumb thing about this card is that this card is not a once per turn effect, which makes this card stupidly broken. You constantly abuse this card each time, you know, your Magician card gets destroyed, whether or not it be Double Iris, Purple Poison, or even cards like Wisdom Eye Magician. And of course, its scale effect is that you can pop itself in the scale to special summon the Stargazer directly from the deck. So if you open up double Astrograph Sorcerer, you can activate Astrograph in the scale, pop itself, special summon the Stargazer upon resolution. Reveal the second Astrograph Sorcerer, special summon it, and then add the third Astrograph Sorcerer directly from your deck to your hand, which is really powerful. Similar to Astrograph, you're going to play, of course, triple Chronograph Sorcerer. This card is absolutely amazing as well. Same purpose as Astrograph, but not as good, because Astrograph actually helps you plus. Chronograph doesn't help you plus at all, but it can help you tutor out, you know, Magician monsters from your hand, which is pretty good as well. Same exact effect. In the scale effect, you can pop itself to special summon a Time Gazer Magician from your hand or deck, which is really good. Of course, if a card you control is destroyed upon resolution, you basically get to reveal this card, special summon this card from your hand, and then you can also have the option to special summon another monster from your hand as well, which is very amazing. So these cards are just really good cards. The reason why they're in here is because they actually help you get access into your Electrumite without having to waste your Pendulum summon, which is really amazing. So you either want to see these cards in your opening hand as quickly as possible. Well, Astrograph is definitely a must-have in the deck. You must play 3, but the other alternative to actually, instead of playing Chronograph, which I'm currently testing right now, I've been, you know, going back and forth between these two cards. Either I'm playing triple Chronograph Sorcerer or triple Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser. If you guys do not know what Curtain Raiser does, is that if you control no monster, you can special summon this card from your Pendulum zone, and then you can just normal summon, make Electrum, which is really good. So I'm actually debating whether or not to actually either play Chronograph or Curtain Raiser. These two cards are both good in my personal opinion. So it's up to personal preference on what you guys want to play. Either Curtain Raiser. The benefits of Curtain Raiser is that it's a level 4, so if your opponent has any interruptions, you can potentially just make a Baguska and pass. But Chronograph, synergizing with cards like Overdragon and itself, having multiple copies on the field, can help you get access to cards like Naruto, and Naruto can actually help you protect yourself from cards like Evenly Matched. So it's all up to personal preference on what you guys want to play. But the downside about Chronograph and also Astrograph, well, Astrograph is not really a downside. This card is like amazing. Another reason why you guys may want to consider Curtain Raiser instead is you gotta main Stargazer and also Time Gazer. Sometimes these cards are bricks. You never want to see these cards in your hand. You only want to tutor it out off Astrograph and also Chronograph. So you guys can actually have you know, play. So if you guys want, and if you guys don't feel comfortable playing Chronograph and also Time Gazer, you guys can just play triple Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser instead. But you know, these cards are definitely must-have to play in the deck because of Astrograph and also Chronograph. And the last one that you want to play in the deck is, of course, the Perform How Pendulum Sorcerer. Card's really good, helps you pop your double iris, things like that in your scale. And it searches your Joker directly from the deck, so that way you have a follow-up within the next upcoming turn, which is really good. So for the hand traps, guys, very standard. You're going to play, of course, triple Ash Blossom. Really good cards to actually help combat against Spirals. But definitely, as long as Spirals exist, you definitely got to main Ash Blossom. Double Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. This card is really amazing against Electrumite. Once Electrumite comes out, you just want to Ghost Ogre the Electrumite immediately, so that way that it doesn't have the ability to just plus on you. So Ghost Ogre or Snow Rabbit just helps you get rid of the problem immediately, which is really good. Also good against Spiral Resort, since Spirals are still into existence right now. And last but not least, the God card of the deck, the one Maxi Tehran off the hand trap lineup. The spells, guys, very standard. Triple Duelist Alliance. Duelist Alliance helps you get access to cards like Double Iris Magician, cards like Star Pendulum Graph, and Time Pendulum Graph, which is really amazing. So these cards can search out. So Duelist Alliance search these cards out directly from the deck to your hand, which is really good. Very standard Triple Duelist Alliance, and 1 time and 1 star. And last but not least, guys, predicting the format is going to be full of pendulums, triple wavering eyes. Card is absolutely incredible. Very powerful card, guys. Dumb thing about this card is that you can just have 2 scales, active wavering eyes, pop 2 scales, search Astrograph upon resolution of wavering eyes, special summon Astrograph, and then you basically get to add anything that you pop back with Astrograph's effect, which is very, very good. So Wavering Eyes is really good for that. And I'm predicting the format is going to be full of magicians, okay? 100%, guys, especially going to YCS Atlanta with Electrumite being legal. 100% there's gonna be a ton of Pendulum Magician players out there, so it's really good to actually main deck Wavering Eyes if you guys want to play this deck competitively. But if you guys have any own techs and card choices and things like that, make sure you guys use my deck as a guide to what you guys can play in your own deck. But I believe that Wavering Eyes is definitely correct to play in this current meta game right now because of how dominant and how prevalent pendulums are gonna be. So alright guys, so now after your extra deck, you're gonna play, of course, double heavy metaphors Electrumite. Card is absolutely amazing. Who do not know its effect is that if this card is link summoned, you can add one Pendulum monster from your deck to your extra deck face up. Once per turn, you can target one other face up card you control, destroy it, then add one face up Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. So basically, you can add cards like Astrograph upon summon to the extra deck, pop cards like Double Iris Magician, search a Double Iris Magician, add back Astrograph upon resolution, special summon Astrograph, and then just basically go off from there. And of course, if a card in your Pendulum zone leaves the field, you draw one card. So this card combos off really well with time. So if you have this on the board with time, so what you do is on your opponent's turn, you pop your scale, and then you just draw one card off. Heavy Metaphors Electrumite. This card's really amazing. Not a once per turn effect. The only once per turn effect is the third effect to draw, but the fact that you can just basically pop and constantly add is just really amazing. So Heavy Metaphors Electrumite, definitely a must-have in the deck. And this card is the reason why Pendulums is very broken. One Borolo Dragon, one Decode Talker, and that's pretty much it for all the link monsters you're playing in the deck. For the synchros, we're playing very minimal synchros until Crystron Needle Fiber comes out. That card is going to be very amazing for this deck. So Supreme King Dragon, Clear Wing, card helps you clear the boards. It's a built-in Regeki, which is really amazing. One Ignis to Prominence, the Blasting Draco Slayer, pops a scale to shovel back anything, which is really powerful as well. And one Siphon Lord Omega. I'm telling you guys right now with the next upcoming ban list, Siphon Omega is gonna get hit for sure, you know. And throughout testing, guys, I only find that I only needed one Siphon Lord Omega, and I'm also not playing White Fang in the main as well, so I don't find myself ever going to double Omega. I'll go one Omega, banish a card, make a Baguska, set time, Pendulum Graph, and then pass. If my opponent cannot crack that board, Omega comes back next turn, I'll just Pendulum summon everything out again, and I just OTK my opponent, which is very amazing. So one Norito, the Moral Leader, the card is really powerful as well. You can make this card off cards like Oath Dragon and also your Chronograph Sorcerer, which is really good. So one Norito, one number 41 Baguska, one Tornado Dragon, helps pop your scales, Time Star Magician, Supreme King Dragon, Dark Rebellion. This card is a win con. One Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. What you do is that you make this card using two Astrographs, okay, and then you link summon with Odd Eyes and your Electrumite into cards like a Decode Talker, and then Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon will activate its effect to special summon Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon from your extra deck, so that way that you can protect yourself from cards like Evenly Matched, which is very crucial. So Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon is just really good for that. Built-in Solemn Judgment, and last but not least, one Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. But this quick combo real quick, you guys can actually do a lot of things with these cards in your first turn opening hand, okay? So what you want to do with this opening hand real quick is you want to normal summon Joker, activate Joker's effect, and potentially search up a Harmonizing Magician directly from the deck to your hand. So using Joker's effect, you're going to add Harmonizing Magician. This is your 3-card hand right here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to activate Wisdom Mind, your scale, and Harmonizing in your scale. So you have these 2 cards in scale right here. Activate Wisdom Mind's effect, trigger off to basically put Double Iris Magician in your scale. Alright, so you put Double Iris in here, and you have Wisdom Mind right here in your extra deck. So this is your extra deck right here, and upon resolution, what you're going to do is you're going to activate Astrograph Sorcerer effect to special summon itself, and then you're going to trigger off Astrograph Sorcerer to add you another Wisdom Mind directly from the deck to your hand. So you added another Wisdom Mind directly from the deck to your hand, and now what you're going to do is that you're going to basically link summon using these 2 cards right here. Alright, so you put your Electrumite right here to send Pendulum Sorcerer to your extra deck, okay? And now what you do is you're going to activate Electrumite's effect, pop the Harmonizing Magician, to add back Harmonizing Magician to your hand. Since now you have Wisdom Eye and Harmonizing in your hand, you're going to activate Wisdom Eye's effect, activate the effect, pop itself. And now you do is that you have Harmonizing Magician in your hand and these cards in your extra deck right here. Or in this case, you can also get an Oath Dragon if you guys will like, but in this situation right here, I want to get the Trap card so that way that I can utilize Purple Poison Magician for my opponent's turn. Since the Harmonized Magician was currently here before and it was destroyed using Electrumite's effect, you can basically draw 1 card, okay? So you have a Harmonizing now and 1 random card in your hand. What you do is you're going to Pendulum summon Harmonizing, Wisdom Eye Magician from your extra deck, Pendulum Sorcerer right here. So especially summon these 3. Now you're going to trigger off the effects. Let's say activate Harmonizing Chainlink 1 and also Pendulum Sorcerer Chainlink 2. Chainlink 2 will activate to pop your Double Iris Magician. So pop Double Iris Magician to search your Joker for next turn. So add your Joker directly from the deck to your hand, so that way that you have a follow-up play within the next following turn, and then harmonizing will trigger off its effect to special summon Poison Magician from your deck. Of course, his Double Iris was popped. Double Iris will get to search a Time Pendulum graph directly from the deck to your hand. Using Wisdom Eye Magician, also Harmonizing Magician, okay, to basically special summon an Omega. And now you're going to activate Omega's effect to banish a card in your opponent's hand. Next, you're going to overlay these 2 cards right here for Baguska right here, which is very, very amazing. So this is going to be your ending board right here with Heavy Manifolds Electrumite, with Portal Poison, Baguska right here, and of course a banished Siphon Lord Omega, because Omega nuked a card out of your opponent's hand, and these cards are the cards in your hand. Joker was added directly from the deck to your hand of Pendulum Sorcerer by popping the Double Iris Magician, and Time Pendulum Grab was added from the deck to your hand using Double Iris Magician once it was popped by Pendulum Sorcerer, and this one card was randomly drawn using Heavy Manifolds Electrumite's draw effect, because the scale was popped, which is Harmonizing Magician, which is really awesome. So if this card was a hand trap or anything, it would be really, really powerful. And next turn, you have a follow-up play with Joker, which is really, really good. And this is just a very standard combo you guys can actually do with the deck. You know, Bagusa is just a very solid card overall. Very, very powerful card to actually help compete against decks like Spirals and things like that. If you're playing against the Pendulum Magician matchup, you guys can also make cards like Tornado Dragon, which is also very effective as well, which is really, really good. And you also have a Time Pendulum Graph to actually activate during your opponent's turn to actually pop Purple Poison Magician and then disrupt your opponent's plays. And then once Purple Poison Magician leaves the field, you draw 1 card. You just have so many disruptions, and then within the next following turn, whatever scale you draw, you summon Joker. That's just something very standard you guys can actually do with this deck. There's a ton of more combos. If you guys want to see more combo videos like this, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. But I would just like to give you guys a little bit of intro on what Electrumite can actually accomplish and do in this deck. It's just really, really a powerful card overall, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. That'll be absolutely amazing, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's pretty much it for the deck profile, guys, and the combo video. A very short combo tutorial. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. That'll be absolutely amazing, guys. It is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 signing out. Alright, guys. Peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'm a key with it. Like, no, this league business.